What if I told you that as a naked on wipe day, you could have more scrap than anyone else on the server in less than 5 minutes? And would you believe me if I told you that all you needed to do is exactly what you're seeing on the screen right now? I'm telling you that with a few minutes and a fishing rod in your hand, you can turn any starting struggles into absolute domination. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about how you can use the new fishing changes to make 250 scrap in no time at all for free. All you need to do is head to your nearest fishing village and accept the fishing rod quest from the fisherman. Collecting the tackle box should take you under 30 seconds. Then once you come back, you can finish the quest and get a fishing rod. Once we have the rod in hand, we can head to the end of the dock and fish with grubs 2 at a time for up to 7 times. Fishing with the grubs in this way will guarantee us 7 small sharks or salmon. Once we have our bait set up, we can get to fishing, and I've got my controls on the screen so you can see what I'm doing. It normally takes me about 30 seconds per fish, but even at that rate, this process will still take you less than 3 minutes. Don't worry if you're not too confident in your fishing skills right now, I'll have plenty of pointers for you later in the video. Once we catch our first fish, we repeat this process a few more times until we have at least 6 fish to sell to the vending machine. We know we can make a sale once we have even numbers of both sharks and salmon. And just like that, we've made 235 scrap, something that would normally take a lot of time, risk, and heartache to get. There's a world of possibilities when it comes to what we can do with that scrap, but the first thing I want to show you is buying a set of diving equipment and going to pull up some crates. By accepting the diving quest from the Dive Master, not only will we be able to get a ton of scrap and components from all the crates we untie, but we'll also start the wipe with a brand new pump shotgun. Even though this process might take you another 15 minutes, there's no better way to guarantee yourself a gun after fresh spawning off the beach. Some of the other things you can do with 200 scrap include buying a boat. Buying a boat this early can allow you to farm the ocean way earlier than anybody else or beat all your competition to the most desirable build spots. On the other hand, if you're feeling a little bit more adventurous, you could buy a solo sub. With that, you could make it to underwater labs or start blowing up other boats by buying a couple torpedoes from Fishing Village as well. If you've got a friend to complete the quest as well, you could go straight from fresh spawn to enough scrap to put down a tier 2 workbench. With more friends, you could even aim higher. So let's talk about why this works the way it does now. The new fishing changes adjusted bait levels and made it so that you can stack certain kinds of bait. But all this means to us is that as long as we use bait with a level higher than 5 as seen on the left table, we are guaranteed to catch the fish highlighted in the right table in Fishing Village. Being guaranteed small sharks and salmon means you're guaranteed scrap, and any small trout you fish can be used as bait to continue catching more sharks and salmon. The strange part is that even though the grubs stack to 3, we don't actually get any benefit from using more than 2 of them at a time because we're already over a bait level of 5. Fishing with more than 2 grubs in your rod will consume 3 grubs. That's why we only use 2 at a time to be as efficient as possible. So let's get into some fishing tips. As you can see, I've got my controls up on the screen so you can see exactly what I'm doing the whole time. Everybody knows to use S to reel the fish in, but what I don't see people doing as often is using A and D to prevent lateral movement of the fish. As you can see here, the instant the fish darts to the right, I use my A key to prevent it from getting further away from me and keep reeling it in towards my body. That was a nice easy catch with a small shark, but let's go again. Because the fish goes to the left this time, I'll use my D key and my S key to reel it in instead. One thing that can happen if you're standing at the edge of a platform is you can try to reel a fish in and it'll just disappear sometimes. This is very frustrating and obviously bad for scrap output. The way you can prevent this from happening is by going to a ladder and sitting halfway down it to fish. Not only will this prevent any fish from disappearing beneath the platform, but it'll also prevent anybody from messing with you by jumping on your head while you're fishing. My last tip for fishing is to be patient. The second you hear your rod about to snap, you need to back off because the only way you lose is by snapping it. Now that fish meat is no longer viable as bait, we need to find another way to continue fishing. The best solution I've found for this problem is hunting down bears and using their meat to fish. Because each bear kill gives you 19 meat, and bear meat is now worth 10 bait, it means that every time you kill a bear and fish with it, you can get about 650 scrap at Fishing Village. It might take some time to fish through all the meat, but you'd be hard pressed to find an easier way to get that much scrap. Some fun extra things you can do with the scrap that you got from your Fishing Village quest include heading to Outposts to buy a jackhammer and a blue card. Another option is if you've completed your Fishing Village quest, your dive quest, and you've got a pump shotgun now, you can head straight to an oil rig. By using the moon pool at either oil rig, you can go straight up to the higher levels to get up close and personal with the scientists and your new shotgun. Especially on small, you'll have enough ammo to clear out all the scientists with your pump and go straight to the top to be king of oil rig. Thanks so much for watching the video today, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll get out there fishing yourself. Let me know what you plan to do with your scrap from your Fishing Village quest in the comments section below.